back to my channel. Today is a Flosstube and it is Sunday the 9th of July of the year 2023 and this is Flosstube number 142. If you're new to my channel, I'm Tracy. I used to have my name in my channel title, I don't anymore, so I just thought, for those of you that don't know, there you go. Now let's talk about the past 2 weeks. Not so good. I think, not that I really lost my mojo, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's been warm, extremely warm. We've had thunderstorms sort of yesterday, or absolutely lashed yesterday. Today it's cloudy but extremely close. That's usually when I get headaches because it's just like the air pressure is just so intense. So it's been like that now for a week or so and I've just not felt like stitching at all. So this week is really sad. I've only touched 4 projects. 3 counted and 1 stamped. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't think I've touched anything else, but I want to share something else with you. You know when you go on YouTube and you get all these random things that kind of pop up in your feed because you're into crafts, you're into crochet, cross stitch, knitting, all that kind of thing, and you get these random videos that are none of those crafts whatsoever and just pop up in your feed, and I happen to click on one. Have any of you ever heard of Zentangle's doodles or art? Well, a video on that popped up in my feed beginning of last week sometime, and I watched a few videos and I watched a few more and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a go. Now Zentangles, for those of you who don't know, they're just called doodles, to be honest with you. It's, you just take a piece of paper and in a sense you kind of fill it with doodles, with shapes, with lines. I'm just going to pull up a picture for you actually, just so you get an idea, so you know. Zentangles. Now I want a proper picture. Images, there we go. Okay, so the idea is, let me show you this one. This is just a random, but this is what Zentangles are. It's just a space and you fill it with shapes, lines, anything you like. Now some people do, they either take an A4 sheet and just doodle all over it, fill it, whatever. And other people will do, excuse me, specific shapes. Like I've seen someone do a boat, a bird, a half moon. So I figured, I love cats, so why not do a cat? Now this was just a practice one, so I did it on the back of another sheet that I'd already printed on. So you probably will see what's on the back through the paper. But I got the outline of a cat and this was the result. I only finished it this morning. It's taken about 3 days because it's hard to know what to fill it with. Let me just pull you in a little bit closer. Now, both my kids, Ellie and Riley, Tyler's just, you know, don't show him anything because he's got no interest really, but these, he said it actually looks printed. Now it's just, you take a fine liner pen and you just fill the space with anything and everything. So I mean, we've got these little balls on stems, flowers. I even put a heart with swirls and stuff in here, and then I put a really big flower right here, and it's just, I tell you what, I think cross stitch is relaxing, which it is to me. This, it's just as good, to be honest with you, and when I don't feel like cross stitch, this ends up being the result. So I'm going to try. I'm not sure if this seems a bit busy. Do you know what I mean? Like there's way too much going on. But I think Zentangles are like that. Yeah. So I'm going to try and do a letter. So I'm going to draw out a big T on a piece of paper, obviously because that's my initial. And then just see what I can do with that. But there are so many videos on this and it is so therapeutic. Really, really therapeutic. And I'm just blown away by that. That's my first. I've never tried it before, so let's get into the cross stitch now, shall we? 5 minutes waffling. I have a new start. I said no new starts, but Paula messaged me and said, "Have you seen the style by Owl Forest Embroidery?" And I said no, so I went and had a look, and it was a Treasure Island style, and it looks just too cute. So I had everything I needed. I have all the threads. I have a spare piece of fabric. So I just jumped straight in and started it like I need a new start. Let me just turn that back to front so you can't see through. So this is just a basic idea of what the segments are going to look like that you stitch. This one right here is segment 1, and I believe this is segment 2. Yeah, that's correct. There are little white numbers in it, and that's segment 3. So then obviously you're just going to work down as you go. It is a freestyle, so why not? So let me just give you, I'll put that back to front now. So this is section 1. They even do it not in English as well. This says, not that you can see very well, it says Treasure Island, but they also do it in another, is it another 2 languages? I'm not entirely sure, but that's all of segment 1 anyway, which is what's going to go in that middle section at the top. They're on section 3 already, so we've come into it quite late. Which one's this one? This one is section 2. So it is this corner and all across to the middle there. I think that's an idea of what it's going to look like. Do I have section 3 as well? I'm nowhere near even finished section 1 yet, so this is section 3, which goes on that side of the fabric. So yeah, I don't know if you can see this from there, but this one here, it's not written in English. Let me just see if I, whoops, sorry guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not in English. So you get, you know, there is a choice. Oh dear. No, I've just lost one. I'm here. My TV box has a thing, you know, like Alexa. If you say that, it listens. My TV's got the same thing, and every now and again it will just pop up thinking I've said exactly the word that it wants to hear, and it hasn't. It's really daft. Anyway, this is it so far. I'll take the hoop off because that is slightly covering it. So that's the start. I've got to put some back stitch in to finish. I've got to finish the word island as well, and the rest of treasure. But there's like back stitch which connect all these into like a joined up handwriting. But that's it so far. This is 18 count. It was white Ada. I very, very lightly tea-dyed it. My tongue just doesn't want to work today. I didn't want to go too dark just because, like, you know, the colours of the sun and stuff. And this back stitch here, it says to use white. Now I've used white and it doesn't stand out very well. So I'm actually going to change that and use, I'm not sure what colour actually. I hadn't thought that far. But I'll work it out. I'll finish the wording off first. Let's put them both back in there. I don't know why I zipped the bag up. And being as it's printed pattern, I can't count stitches. I could, but I'm not going to. That's just too much. Right, my second one. No, don't. There we go. Thought everything was falling. The second one I've touched is this one. Well, hey. It is from Tilton Crafts. It's the Monsters, artwork by Daniel Kordek. And I grew up with these, so this was a no-brainer for me. I loved this when I was younger. And that one is in the hoop still because I still plan to finish it. I do have before pictures of where it was last time you saw it. And this is where we're at now. So I've been filling in a bit more on his face. His eyes are a little bit more defined. And then I've jumped up here because I think that was level. And I filled in all of this. This is 25 count Magic Guide. But it blocks, this one blocks it in blocks of 20. So there's 200 stitches per block. So I broke it down into 10 by 10. So it's stitched 1 over 1, full cross. And it's getting there. Very slowly, but it's getting there. And I did 858 stitches on that one. So my third one, five projects I've touched, not 4. It's because I wrote the other one down as a new start further over, because I'm silly. So, my third one, let me show you first. It is this one. Do you know what, I didn't even write on there yet, have I, where it was from? The wind's getting up, I think we're due another storm. So yeah, it's this one. Yeah, shut it for me.
Please.
Oh, Dad just done it.
Huh?
Has Dad just done it?
No.
I just said shut it for me.
Ellie did it.
Oh, okay. Now, this was on white. But I very lightly dyed it. I was expecting it to come out a little bit darker than that, but it didn't. It's very light pink. Just beats the white background, doesn't it? So I washed off all the dye, so I don't have any of this stamping on there. And I'm going to do it as a counted. It is 11 count, so it's 3 strands. And it's just very pink. I'm not sure if that shows up on camera because I can never tell. The video, when I kind of watch it back later, looks a bit better than it did when I'm looking at it now. So that's that one. That one's pretty straightforward. I think this is paint some way. I will have a look afterwards and I will write on it because it's not like me to forget. No, missed. There we go. So the next one, yeah, we'll do this one next, my stamped one. Hey, don't fly at me. And it is this one. It is my Rainbow Hair Lady from Paint Some Way. I apologise if you can hear my blinds. It's trying to rain. No, don't worry about the window. I need the fresh air. So warm in here. I do believe I have a before picture for this one, so you can see where it was. And this is where we're at now. I can't actually tell you how much I did, because I honestly haven't got a clue. I haven't been back and looked at my before pictures before I switched the video on. But her face is looking fantastic. I know I did some of the red that's in her lips. And I have started to fill her eyes in. I think there's a pink in there. No, there isn't. I haven't filled her eyes in at all. I've just done the 939, but she's looking great. You know, I mean, I've done all down here as well. This is not what I've done this week, but I've been using that peach colour that's all throughout and trying to just go with it. But her face looks awesome at the minute. This is 11 count, so 3 strands again. I'm looking forward to finishing it just to see how it comes out. Okay, so my last one. This one hasn't had a massive amount, just because things kept cropping up and it just became a nuisance, so I just put it away for a while. I left it in the Lowry and I've only just took it out because I'm showing you guys. I'm going to put it back in and work on it again, I hope. But it is this one anyway. Mini All Cats Go to Heaven, artwork by June Warren, charted by Haid. And this one isn't for me, it is for my best friend Kelly. Oops. Let's let them hang there a minute. Do you know what? My needle's poking out as well. Now I've only done 376 stitches on this, so I'm not so sure. Let me go this way, because then what you can tell, I have been, move over, I have been filling in a bit more above here and working my way down with the colours. I think I've done this as well. I carried on with the colour when I've got like 3/4 of a thread left. I might as well. I'm not just going to cut it off and then, you know, so I just kept going. So this one will go back in my layering now and we'll get work done. I need to push myself. I'm unmotivated. This is on 25 count cream, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is 25 count cream, so it's 1/1 full cross, and it is coming out nice. Where to put it while I finish, because I can't get it back in my layering frame right now because I've just got too much stuff around me because I'm dealing with it. Yeah. So as far as my stitching goes, that's it. That's all of it. But I won't be doing any more Zentangles because I need some more pens, because I only had one and I just happened to come across that in all my stuff. And doing that has kind of, I don't know how, excuse me, I don't know how old the pen is, so I don't know how much use it got before. Oh. Okay, so I need to order some more pens, so they're not going to take up my time in the next 2 weeks. So I am going to try and aim for a lot more stitching this past couple of weeks. I just want to share with you something else that I have actually been up to. I just like it when you love it when you try to back off things and you've opened that many things, it just takes ages, constantly going backwards. I have been, I'll do them individually, otherwise I'll be here forever trying to show you them. Designing. Look at those two little cute fellas. I've actually put it into Pick to Pat. This was all me. I know it was from, it's one of them apps where you type in what you want and you give it like as much detail as you can, then it gives you an image. So it's AI generated, but this one just came out perfect. So I then used that in Pick to Pat. And then there is this one too. How gorgeous is that? She's just a gorgeous young lady, brown hair and some purple and pink roses. Awesome. And then this one, this is one Ellie did. How cute is that? I know. That is so cute. It's weird because sometimes what you put in isn't what comes out. I think Ellie said she put a deer in the rainforest. She got a deer in the rain. But it has actually come out really good. Know what to do with them. I have still been trying to create more. Now, do I do them on Etsy? Because I've heard a lot of people say that things aren't quite so hunky-dory with Etsy and the charges and stuff. So I'm not sure what to do with them. I'll figure something out, I suppose. But yeah, so apart from Zentangles, that's what else I've been doing as well. And I have got a few more in the pipeline. It's just kind of tweaking them, I suppose, to get them the way I want them to look, rather than just them be okay. Anyway, guys, if you stuck with me for these last 20 minutes now, thank you so much for watching. I do tend to waffle a lot. I try not to, but it's always great to have you all. I love reading all of your comments. I notice a lot more of you are starting to leave comments now, and that is like truly appreciated by me, that you've taken the time to watch and leave me a message. So thank you so much. I hope you've all had a good weekend. Monday tomorrow, back to normal. Yeah. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.